Good morning, everyone. I'm Jonathan Little. Today, we're going to be playing not one, not two, not three, but four. Maybe more. 50-cent dollar games on CoinPoker. If you have not played on CoinPoker yet, you are missing out. I'm going to try to change my resolution here a little bit while I got a little bit of time. Because I don't like overlap whenever possible. I can handle a little bit, but not a ton. All right, yeah, we're going to be playing 4 cash games on CoinPoker today. I'm going to try my best to beat my students. Come on in, the water's nice. You can sign up at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Get in the game, challenge the coach. First session we played, I got smashed. I lost $700. But we hit the bad beat jackpot. Haha. Second session, I won $1,000. Smashed all of you. $300 win rate over the course of 5 hours, not too bad. $60 an hour I'm beating you all out of. You all are going to have to up your game if you want to take me on. Let's get right to it. I bet you fold. Who is I bet you fold? Likes a battle with me. Fine, bring it on. Another table. Justin Saliba going to get in here in a little bit. When he gets around to it. Raise and 3-bet from the Fisherman. All right, Fisherman. We will not fold. I'm going to bet tiny here and try to induce a raise. Maybe this is overly optimistic to try to induce a raise over the small bet, but I think it looks pretty weak. All right, we'll check call Fisherman. With backdoor nut flush draw, we turn nothing. Now, the question is are we a believer or not? It's pretty hard for the Fisherman to have anything too good. It's also kind of easy for me to be slow playing a 9 or just a pair that's never going to fold. So I think I'm going to lose some money here. I think I'm going to check call the turn and then check fold the river. Chat. We do have a weekly free roll on CoinPoker. Check it out at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Every week we give away $2,000. We may be changing that to have some cash game money going out at some point. We'll see. King's pretty awful. King's pretty awful because a lot of their bluffs are going to be like King, Queen, King, Jack, King 10, stuff like that. Whatever. Such is life. It's nice I just have some 9s here. So, like, that's good, at least, right? That they can't just bluff me like crazy. Justin Saliba wants to battle again. Last time we played, he consistently bluffed off all of his money to me. We lost the jacks. 40 big blinds, fine, whatever. Not so sad about that one. Tough spot for the Fisherman. I mean, I like the turn bet. I think it was a good turn bet. Here we bet turn, it got called. I'm just going to check this river. The reason I'm checking the river is because I think it's very easy for them to have an ace. And I think if they have an ace, they're just not going to fold. You don't see the game listed in the column. All right, Chris Lewis, Bitcoin Boy, LV. All right, go click on Cash Games. Select Only Hold'em. Select Seats 7. That's going to make it way easier. Then sort by blinds, and it'll be the 50-cent dollar tables here, as you can see there. Just all right there lined up for you. We raise. I'm sorry, no, we don't raise. It goes raise or call 3-bet. We'll go 26 with a little bluffy bluff. Obviously, this is overly aggressive and far too wide, but it's okay. Continuation bet. I'm going to go 12 instead of like 8. I think if we go 8, we're going to get called every time. But if we go 12, we will get folds from all the nonsense. All right, now do we keep bluffing? So here, the nice thing about this is I am going to have just some super nuts, right? So I think we are going to bluff it. and then jam river and pray folds. You might say he's always going to have a flush when he calls the turn. Maybe. He could also have a lot of stuff like pairs that feels inclined to stick around. I don't think we're going to bluff now, although maybe I should, still just should. I think if I had like ace king or ace king or ace queen, I would definitely bluff. And I could have those, of course. So we're just going to check this one and probably lose. Oh, we'll keep value betting here. We'll check it back on the bad river. We were dominated. JL comes in blasting. Am I blasting? I don't know. Seems normal to me. All right. All right. We got some Veuve Clicquot today. Shout out to all the people who are celebrating. Hope you're all getting your celebrations on. So we've raised continuation at bottom, our second pair. I think we can just keep betting against Justin. He's not much of a folder. Here we bet flop, top pair. I think we can better check it back, top pair, no kicker. Either one's fine. Let's check it back and then call a river bet. We do have another table running for all those who wants to get their gamble on. I'm battling heads up against Justin. He's probably a massive favorite against me. Catch the bluff up here. You would destroy me. All right, well, get in here. Show me. Top pair, no kicker. Check it back. Sure. All right, raise, call, 3-bet. I think we can call in position with the ace-9 suited. Try to flop something. We flop exactly enough to get me in trouble. My audio is low. Is it? Seems okay to me. I don't know. I'll turn it up a little bit. We make the nut against Justin. We'll just keep betting. Call backdoor draw here. Do we turn it into a bluff? Probably. Thank you for all the feedback. Anything I can do to make this stream better, I'll do my best to do it. All right, do we raise river? Given he only has 40 bucks left, we're going to shove. If he had like 100 left, I'd have to be a little more cautious. But even then, I'm still going to shove. I realize I could be beat here by a lot of stuff, but my hand's just good enough. Do we start bluffing this? We are trying to get him to fold out. Worse than a jack. We do shove, we get called, and we win. Good. Turn up your mic. Isn't that a song? Kind of. We get called. Not ideal, but whatever. We'll bluff it off on the river. I think, obviously, a jack is good enough to shove. I say, obviously, a jack's good enough to shove. Maybe it's just not, but like right here, they may just be trapping with some aces, kings, queens, but definitely good enough in my mind to have some bluffs, and I'm okay over bluffing. Can you use Poker Tracker with CoinPoker? Not while you're playing, but you can email their support, and you can get hands after your session, and then you can input them. We get called probably by a pair. Yeah, pocket tens. Not shocking. I was hoping to get like ace high to fold, small pairs. You may say maybe they don't have any of that given they 3-bet pre-flop. Maybe they don't. Tough to know. But I think it's fine to bluff there. We're going to get a lot of ace-king, ace-queen type stuff. So even though our bluff epically fails, I'm okay with that. We raise, get 3-bet, we call. We'll call in position again. Probably torch our money again. Yeah, import your hands after the fact into Poker Tracker or whatever. 2 over cards, backdoor, flush draw. Against tiny bet, multi-way. I'm just going to fold this. If it was heads up, we, of course, call. We'll call again with the top pair. Obviously, now we're just on the hook. My audio is way low. Test. I don't know. Here we got a call. Lose our money. Good game. Oh, we win. That's good. Is the audio still way low? Let me know. I've turned it up, both here, and I've pulled it closer here. We're doing our best. Thank you all for the help. What happened here? Did I raise? Somebody called? We can bet or check. Either one's fine. King Jack suited. That's a good hand to lose some money with. Oh, Ace 2 suited. Another good hand to lose some money with. Let's bump it up, bump it up. We'll call again against Justin. He never likes to fold. Another rough spot getting 3-bet. Another rough spot getting 3-bet. All right, check and check. I think we can go small. When check 2. Up here, we'll just check. Here, we'll check as well. It's always tough when we get check raised in this spot because we will be against ace, king, queen of spades sometimes, mainly ace and king. Super annoying. I'm not going to bet here. We have the best hand, some. I'll fold against Justin finally. Let's check it again. No kicker. We'll call here and then fold to additional aggression, I think. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Do me a favor. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell. I don't expect to win here all that often, but we've checked it all the way down. We have the best hand a decent chunk of the time. We get check raised and they check again. Check, I guess. I don't know what's happening. Oh, gosh. If he bets river, of course, I'm just going to call. If he checks river, do I ever shove as a value bet? I think I can. Yeah, I'm going to. Maybe a little bit thin. But I think it's probably fine. If he snaps me off, we lose. You've never watched me live. If you want to watch recorded footage of me playing poker, like streaming, you can check it out on YouTube in the live section. I've been streaming a few sessions now on CoinPoker playing these games. I also played a bunch of 25-50 in the past. It's been a lot of fun. We'll bet this turn with the pair and draw. Think we're getting slow rolled over here? What you think? I think maybe. No, I don't think maybe. I think we'd get snap called. You can slow roll me if you want. I don't care. I like it when people try to slow roll me because they run the risk of timing out. All right, we bet turn to get called. I could probably value bet this river. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to check. Maybe I'm supposed to value bet, though. I could be convinced value betting is ideal. Annie gets it all in. Against the Juggernaut. Easy call against Justin. We win every time. Good thing we didn't bet that river because I was going to snap it off. He was going to snap me off. He was going to bet. I was going to bet. He was going to raise. He was going to... Wait, I was going to bet. He's going to raise. I was going to call. That's what was going to happen. And I was going to lose. PP for life. I am aware of that. It's been causing me trouble with my homework. Check, check, flop. Seems like a good spot to bet kind of big. Maybe we're supposed to overbet it, really. Call flop. Did the fisherman try to bluff me earlier, or was it somebody else? So is this hand good enough to bet big? I don't know. If I bet, Justin's going to shove me sometimes, which is really going to suck. We'll check call the threes. It's not a great spot multi-way, but if we ever spike a 3, we love life. So like right here, if he shoves, I think I'm supposed to call like any hand with a club that has a pair. Maybe I'm just supposed to bet bigger, though, to induce him to not shove me so often, right? Because getting shoved on is pretty rough. Jack 4, we'll play that one. We'll ditch the 3s now. Let's try 3s again. We raise it up, fisherman calls. We flop nothing. 3s are great. We'll bet against fisherman here. Hopefully he check raises me. Over here, hopefully he bets. I'm going to check raise him. We'll be streaming today for about 2.5 hours, give or take. We turn. Got shot. Is this one we want to bluff with? I probably want to have just overcards and a club, right? I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I mean, if he checks now, I got to bluff, right? We have the literal jack. We bet turn, get called. He's going to have a lot of pairs, like under pairs. He's going to have a lot of ace high. I mean, look, I know this hand wants to bet big. I'm going to go 8, though. I'm trying to get called by, like, ace jack or pocket 10s, right? I'm trying to get called by a pretty garbage range. You have to put words to keep the note. Oh, thank you. I mean, if he raises me, it's going to be unfortunate, but I'm going to call, of course. Not really trying to fold set. Like right here, I wish I knew what he called with, because like we were targeting a very, very weak range, right? Which is the only reason I wanted to bet small there. I'd much prefer to bet bigger, but I just think the range is pretty bad. We 3-bet 6-5 suited against Justin. Why not? Want to come in? We 3-bet Justin, get called. We flop zip and pip. We get checked to here. We'll bet small.
Should I say what you have?
You can say what I have if you want. 89. I got the 89. It's not a good hand. Here I have 6-5. I'm trying to bluff my friend Justin. Do you think he's going to fold?
Can they hear you?
Yeah, they can hear me.
Actually,
We bet the flop he calls. Gosh.
that's bad for you.
This is bad for me.
You only have 3 diamonds.
This is really bad for me. I'm going to check. Check here, we probably win. Oh, he turned us. Come on. You don't expect the random 7 to help him all that much. We bluff down here. Like right here, it's just so hard for him to have nothing, right? It's like so hard. Here he calls with ace high. He beats me. What you doing? Oh, I see. I hate to give up against Justin, but what can you do when you have the nut low? Yeah, a person I taught, and now here he's trying to take my money. I mean, my bluffs just need a king or a queen, right? I don't have a whole lot of those, of course, but
Why does he want to take your money?
I mean, let's just shove.
You bet?
I bet all my money
Why did you bet all?
to try to make him fold. Justin says sad. And he folds. We got him.
Why does it say muck?
Muck means fold. Got him. Got him. All right. All right. Check call flop. Check turn. Elaborate on opening sizes. 3 big blinds. I don't know. 4 big blinds out of position. Maybe there's something that's more precise. We'll go 18 on the river, try to get called by worse pairs, ace high, etc. Lots of stuff missed. We'll go roughly 3-bet, 3-ish X in position. Roughly 4-bet, 2-point-something X in position. We have a cash game masterclass at pokercoaching.com. It lists all the preflop sizings that I use, for the most part. If I was really trying to be super duper precise, I'd probably go a little bit smaller, given there's no ante and a rake preflop. But I don't think it really matters all that much, especially when I'm playing a bunch of tables and busy talking and saying hello to the children. Hello, children. Your tournament strategy has helped your game immensely. Your wife thanks me. Oh, you're very welcome. I love helping people improve their poker skills so they can enjoy poker more and make more of their opportunities. You don't think you can play in Ontario? I'm pretty sure you can play anywhere in the world on CoinPoker, but I don't know for sure. Give it a try. 6s against Justin. All right. He just won't stop. You won the Bar League tournament. Congrats. You're very welcome. Happy to stream. We flop. Pretty good. We can definitely check call the flop. I'll probably end up folding on the turn. I probably don't raise this spot often enough. Not with this hand, I don't think, but this is maybe a spot I do need to do a little bit more raising. Should we ever squeeze for fun? No? Do we just call? I guess. I don't know. Do we value bet river? Probably not. We get check called on the flop. I think we can bet. Oh, we don't. I mean, it's a terrible turn for me. Let's check. So Justin should probably bluff the river with a lot of king, queen, king, 10. He's also going to have a lot of ace, jack, king, jack, queen, jack. We'll call here, of course. All right, we turn straight. We checked back on the flop. Easy call on the turn. I suppose we'll probably raise the river. This is under the gun raiser, so we have to be careful against ace jack, right? Because you always have to ask him in the spot, what's going to call me if I raise? And the problem is like nothing, right? So if nothing's going to call except for a jack, then there's no point in raising, right? Because sometimes we're being against ace jack, especially when he bets big here. Like right here, he's saying, I got a straight or I have nothing. The problem is we actually do lose to some straights here. A lot of people make the big mistake of shoving, and I think it would be a big mistake to shove. We, of course, can't fold. We got to call. But this is a spot where we are going to be against ace jack sometimes, and sure enough, we were. And instead of losing all of our money, we only lose some of our money in a spot where we get very well set up, right? If at all possible, whenever you're very, very well set up, if you can figure out a way to not lose all your money, that's going to be good for you. Right there, that's the spot where a lot of people lose all their money. And that is not what you want to do. You want to lose a minimal amount of money. Look, a lot of people like to complain about bad beats. You got to realize everyone's going to run into these setup spots, right? But you have to make sure that you don't lose all your money in setup spots in scenarios where your opponents will lose all their money in setup spots. I think that's a reasonable example of one of them. Even if you bet like 2/3 pot on the river, I was just going to call, right? If you bet like really small, like a 10th pot, then sure, I guess I put in the raise. But when he bets big, it's definitely a call. Do the kids play poker yet? They play poker a few times. We haven't devoted substantial time to it yet. Hi, Thomas. You want to come in and say hello?
Hello.
What is that? What are you going to do that? What are you trying to do, buddy? Don't knock my stuff off. Can you say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody.
So tell them good luck. Have a good day.
Good luck. Have a good day.
Okay, let's go.
I love you.
We'll call the 3-bet with the 7s. Try to flop nuts. When I was teaching Justin, what were his biggest mistakes and weaknesses? I honestly have no idea. I don't remember that at all. It was a long time ago. Justin says, no, I just bluffed you. Indeed, I did. We got a full house. This is another spot where a lot of people think, oh, king full, got the super nuts. You could be against a 9. I guess I'll just bet big. Here's a pretty rough flop, but I think we need to still bet it. This guy 3-bet us and continuation bets flop. I suppose I'll fold. Here we have draw, but it could easily have a 7 or a flush or whatever. Do we call a river bet? I mean, obviously he's going to have a lot of 9s. He's going to have a lot of 7s. For a small bet, though, we have an easy call. We got bailed out on the river. We raise pre-flop. Ace-9, get it king, queen, or king, queen, queen. Not a great flop. Jail is a maniac, LOL. Am I? I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty tight. Poker has strange acronyms like muck. I don't think muck is an acronym. I think muck is a slang word. I don't even know. We have Grips in the chat. Welcome. Come get in the game if you feel inclined. Password is all capital letters, JL Poker Coaching. Get in there. I have literally no idea how I'm doing today in this game. I suppose it doesn't matter. I think we're in for 500 bucks so far. 500 smackaroos. Each big blind is $1. We have 1, 2, 350, 450, 550, 6. 100 bucks. Ship the dough. It would have been way less if Justin called. He would have been down 100. Or no, he would have been even, I guess. All right, we're getting 3-bet a lot in this game. Now look, I realize that your opponent should be 3-betting a lot, but stuff like king queen is not that good. Stuff like king queen is not that good. We have more tables up and running, by the way. I see Justin waiting to sit and play with anyone who wants to challenge him. You might as well get in there and get some experience. If there's ever a good spot to get in and play some poker, it's when a very good player is willing to play you for stakes that are small for them, but big for you, or normal for you, because then you get a lot of experience against people who are presumably pretty good. So definitely take them up on that option. I suppose I'll put the play another table on the side. Why not? I'll challenge him. Here we go. If you're waiting on a seat, come get in the game. Literal seats open. Raise, call. Do we 3-bet? Sure. We'll go kind of big. I'm almost timing out on the other table already. I'm like over here on this monitor, but it's over here on this monitor. We're, of course, praying for folds. If we get called, we certainly don't love it. Fisherman giving it a lot of thought. Hopefully to let it go. Instead, it's all the money. I won't give it too much thought. Oh, Justin slaughtering me in the heads-up table. He's already up 4 big blinds. 5 big blinds. 5 big blinds in 2 hands. 5.5 big blinds. I had to fold the small blind. He's absolutely crushing me. Fisherman's not buying what I'm selling. King 5 of hearts. Sure. We'll 3-bet again the kings. Athenian does not pay. Tough game, tough game. It's hard to beat these wizards. It's hard to beat these wizards. 2 rocks and a donkey. Think right here. 2 rocks and a donkey. Thanks for being here in the chat. Thanks for playing. I'm going to quit on Justin if nobody wants to come play with us. Not going to sit here and just get torched. Children are getting big. Indeed they are. They love looking at the recording program over here and seeing the volume go up because it gets like all big and green whenever I'm talking. They're like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, oh, I'm so happy. We can call her 3-bet. Like, whatever. Let's just call this time. Pocket kings, baby. Not a good flop at all. Ace-10 suited. 6-5 suited. All diamonds. Raise ace-10 suited. Flop top pair. Junk kicker. We'll just check. So like an okay spot to check frequently. Oh boy. Is he going to get me? He may just get me here. If he has a king, I'm just going to lose my money. If he has an 8, I may just lose my money. If he has a flush draw and gets there, I'm going to lose my money. Oh, we get bailed out, though. Do we ever bet small? This might be a spot to bet small. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to, though. If he has a king, he's just going to pay, right? And if he has a flush, I lose all my money anyway. Oof. Bad river for him because a lot of junk gets there. Got 2 streets out of the king 3 by checking, so that's good. Give him the winky again. After the hand, after the hand. No talking during the hand. I don't know how to do that very well. You may chop some. What's he have? Queen 10? He doesn't queen 10. What does he have? Like king? I don't even know what he has. He may chop some. What are you even talking about? I don't even know what that means. If you emailed me about something and I did not respond, send it again, although not really sure what you're referring to. You know, last time I bluffed him, I had 6-5 suited as well. Apparently, that's just my bluffing hand. It's about to run out of time. Oh, he called and I don't get to see what he had. What? What did he have? So bad for me if you don't have it. Oh, no, he didn't call. He folded. Okay, fine. Good. Look, sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't. I don't know. We just enjoy a good bluff. I probably got lucky because I was going to shove like all rivers. Oh, goodness. We'll try to make a set. Not a good flop at all. Whenever you have a pair, you really just don't want there to be 2 overcards. Yeah, when you look it up on the muck here, it just shows you a pile of mucked cards. It does not show you. I guess I'll call this. Fold later. Yeah, it doesn't show you exactly what they have. Now I don't know where you're talking about some weird terminology. Do we shove this? Yeah. I don't know. I can't find any other bluffs. All right, got one through finally. Finally, it's been too long. All right, we'll just fold this sevens here. Maybe a little bit tight, but this should hit his range very well in general. Right? And if I get a 7 of diamonds, it's no good. Over here, if I got the 8, it would not be a flush completing one when I had the 8s over here. But over here, if I get a 7, it's going to be a diamond, and that's not necessarily good. So maybe an early fold. How much is the buy-in? Buy-in's $100. We are playing on CoinPoker. Check it out, pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Every week we have a free roll tournament, $2,000 free roll this week. I think it's tomorrow afternoon at some point. Check it out at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. If you sign up with that link, you get access to our weekly free rolls, as well as the best rakeback coin poker offers and a nice deposit bonus. So check it out. Get in there. Raise and call. Splashy, but whatever. If we do these on the weekends, you'll stream as well. Well, weekends are usually not great for me, but maybe we will in the future. Justin Saliba sitting at another table, wants to play with all of you. Get in there. I currently have 5 tables up and running. Probably don't want to add another one. Raise and 3-bet will fold. Under the gun raise. Tempted to 3-bet. We raise, get called. We'll just check. All right, raise and call, and Justin 3-bets, big blind. 10-9 suit is not a great hand. It's weaker than it looks. Not sure if I'm supposed to call or fold against this. Oh, man. I'm going to call, but I mean, this might just be a fold in the real world, assuming I'm trying to play perfectly. Which, you know, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. We check call turn, we'll check call river. We beat some kings, we beat some bluffs. Ace-5 is a nice hand to value bet. Check, check. We'll bet $10 here. In position in a multi-way pot, it's okay to bet a little bit thin when check too. This is maybe a little bit too thin because we're just never going to get like jacks or 10s to fold, right? And then we'll let it go check, check on a lot of turns and try to see the showdown. But by betting the flop, we get random overcards or some hands with overcards to fold. Hands with equity to fold, which is nice. If he checks river, we'll just check it back. If he bets river small, I'm going to be tempted to call. If he goes all in on the river, I'm going to be tempted to call. Here, though, just check, check. Let me out of this pot. Check, check. Let me out of the pot. No, thank you. I was just messing around. Facing raise. We'll 3-bet. And he's one of my good friends in the real world. Gonna be seeing him coming up soon. Gotta bluff the ace-6. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Terrible flop for me. I'm going to bet small and keep betting turn and river. I guess. Weird spot, right? Can you play on CoinPoker in DC? As far as I know, software is downloaded on your computer. It is not a website. Guy Lemps, what I do? Check? I have no clue what's happening here. What's up, buddy?
You folded?
I folded. Yeah, if I don't have anything, I usually fold. Or I bluff them. Only against a guy named Justin. I like bluffing Justin. His name's J Saliba, too. Yeah, usually when I have nothing, I fold.
Oh, okay. Can they still hear you?
Stop. Don't yell. Don't yell. Don't yell.
I want to do the volume.
I know you do, but please don't, because it hurts people's ears. You know how when you're listening to headphones and it gets really loud, it hurts your ears? No, don't do that. Come on. You gotta go. See you later. Have a good day. Enjoy yourself.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
You said that.
You're right.
Why did you say that?
Go on.
Why did you say that?
When is this officially launched? Thomas, I can't stop it. Not nice. When is this officially launching? I'm not sure what this you're referring to. I'm going to load up another table with Justin for a little bit. Why not? Come get in. I'll play until it fills up, probably. Then we'll let other people play. I see there's a bunch of people on the waiting list. Don't be scared. The water's nice. Did I raise this? I don't even know what's happening. I'm probably supposed to check. Give me that. And please stop interrupting me. Thank you. You're a good boy. All right. Can we bet the turn if they check to me with the 8-7? Probably, right? CoinPoker's been launched for a long time. The invitational is at 8 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Pacific on Friday. Cool. Good to know. I've streamed a few of them, but I've not streamed all of them. A few other poker coaching coaches have gotten there and streamed it as well. We'll check here, although I could probably value bet. We're getting tricky against Justin over here. Putting in the check raise on the river. How big do we go? Let's go 22. It's fun. Sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't. We get the call. Okay. Justin's been on the bad side of variance the last session or two. He crushed us the first session. And he won the bad beat jackpot. We're getting it back at him now. Really just give it to me. Oh my gosh. No action, no action. No gamble, no future. All right, raise from under the gun. Do we 3-bet this? Sure. Full information about the free rolls, by the way, at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Maybe a little bit loose, but whatever. I get loosey-goosey every once in a while. Oh, no, I mean, this is just not a good spot, right? Not my board. Not my flop, not my turn, probably not my river. No, thank you. We get 3-bet again. You have to rewatch the stream and analyze it. Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking, I would love for someone to just go through all my hands and tell me what I did right and wrong. That would be so beneficial. And not like stuff like you called too loose preflop. I know I'm calling too loose preflop, okay? This is a stream. You do it for the memes. But, you know, like multi-way, betting the flop 3 ways with that middle pair, whatever I did a minute ago. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's probably close, right? But if it's like kind of bad, I'd love to know that. Or if it's obviously good, I'd love to know that. There are a lot of spots in poker where you just don't know. I don't know. It's okay to say I don't know, but you should also go find the answer. It's tough when you have so many spots you don't know about, though, because then you have to go look up a bunch of answers. Whenever I am playing high-stakes tournaments, by the way, I do go look up basically every single hand I play each day. Because there's not that many of them, and because why not? Ugh, awful river. I just don't want to overcard on the river. Any other river we can check and call. I like all of you getting in all these games and getting the games up and running. That's good. It shows CoinPoker. You all like to play poker. If you all don't play on CoinPoker, they may not keep giving you free rolls. But hey, look, I know people like money. I want to make sure we're driving value to CoinPoker at the end of the day, right? And putting in some volume is good. Also did another table. If you all want to keep playing, might as well, right? We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables up and running. 7 tables up and running. I just sat this one. I see, again, a bunch of you still on the waiting list. The tables are all basically the same. Might as well get in there. Actually, I'll leave this one and come to this one. It has people at it. All right. You don't even smile when he was around. Seemed grumpy, stale, and boring. Oh, God. Grumpy, stale, and boring. That's me. You have completely summarized my life and my experience. Congratulations on perfectly knowing a person on the internet who you've never met and probably never interacted with. Beyond coming into their home and saying they're grumpy, stale, and boring. I hope you're enjoying your life. It seems very productive. What a day, what a day. I stayed up too late last night, so I'm tired. So yeah, maybe I am grumpy, stale, and boring. How hard is it to get cash on the site? It is incredibly easy. You literally just go here, click on the balance, then you click on, well, assuming you have crypto is super easy. Click on deposit, type the currency you want. They got a bunch of currencies they accept. Then you type your wallet address, where it's coming from. Make sure you get a deposit bonus. You can get a nice deposit bonus, 100% bonus or something. Click the network you're going to be using. This is Ethereum, so it says Ethereum. Click the amount, send it here. It'll show up in your account in about 5 to 10 minutes. How's that for easy? Then to cash out, you literally just click cash out, the amount you want, your wallet address, boom. It'll be there in about, well, sometimes an hour, but usually pretty quickly, as soon as someone looks at it and confirms it. I absolutely love the quickness of getting money in and out of CoinPoker. Also, you don't have to use like any online wallets to take 5% fee or anything like that. I realize it may cost you a little something to get US dollars into crypto. You can use something like Coinbase to do that, as far as I know. Check out CoinPoker. I'm sure they have plenty of details on exactly how to get money in and out as easy as possible. Obviously, don't go to like some scam site or something, and don't trust anyone that's not like an official source, okay? You can trust me. I'm not going to rob you, but you can trust whatever CoinPoker site says, but don't like go post on Twitter, hey, I'm having trouble with my MetaMask. Can you please give me MetaMask help so I can deposit money? No, they're going to try to scam you, everyone. You cannot get support on the internet for a lot of crypto-related stuff unless it's definitively and very 100% clearly directly from the source. Easier said than done sometimes, I know. If you have any questions about that stuff, you can always email me, send me an email. I'm happy to point you in the right direction. I'm more than happy to help point you in the right direction. You all see this new iPhone what's this thing even called? God, my brain's broken. The Mail app update. I do not like it. It's like there's a bunch of random logos on there that I mean, like, I don't even care about the logos. All right. Don't get distracted, Jonathan. Shout out to everyone who's tuning in today. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe button, the notification bell. If you like this show, tell your friends. We'll call here. Try to flop nut. We flop. Almost nut. Facing small bet in position. I think we have to call. I don't love it, but over cards, backdoor flush draw, what you gonna do? Wow. Bet and raise, so we fold the pair and gut shot. If he checks, so we start bluffing. Probably, right? I don't know. Maybe we're not supposed to. It's possible like this. You always ask yourself, like, what are the worst hands I have here? And maybe this is it. I mean, I'd love to have a spade, but I don't really have a whole lot of hands with a spade besides like ace king, and ace king probably doesn't need to bluff. So whatever, we'll fold. Make it easy on me and let him bet so we get out of the way. Still loose over pairs here, so we're just going to check, although value betting could be fine. If he bets, of course I'm going to call. Of course, of course. All right. Bet flop, get called. Turn is... So look, this board is obviously great for my hand with the 10-8, but the board is really, really, really good for him, to the point that I don't think I need to be betting very much at all in this scenario. Why do I call with ace-7 suited in the small blind? I don't know. I'm not really trying to fold anything. If the hand looks like it's halfway reasonable, I'm playing. We're going to play slightly looser than GTO ranges, and ace-7 suited is good. So that is why I'm playing the ace-7 suited. My other friend says he's in the games too. Shout out to all my friends who are watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Always makes me happy when my friends enjoy the content. All right, Justin again. Justin again, he just doesn't quit. CoinPoker free rolls at 2 a.m. your time. Perfect. To stay up or not to stay up. Oh, I would recommend you wake up at 2 a.m. Back when I used to play a lot of this nerdy game Magic the Gathering online, they would have tournaments that would last 8 hours. It would start at 3 a.m. So I would make a point to wake up at 3 a.m. Then play for most of the day. If you really, really want it, sometimes you got to adjust your life around it. So far, over the last, I don't know, half a year, we've given away roughly, well, no, not roughly, exactly $2,000 a week to my community. First place in the tournaments is usually something like $500, give or take a little. And I'm glad to be doing that. $2,000 times 25 weeks. It's a lot of money. Got a little bit of value out of our 8, so that's good. On the other table, we had ace king and lost to ace. I'm sorry, I had ace 6 and lost to ace king, but we didn't lose a whole lot of money, so that's good. We Flop, top pair. They bet the flop, we call. They bet the turn, we call. Check, check on the river. If you have crypto, you can play anywhere. It's as if the money's actually yours to do with it as you please. What a novel thought. We bet flop, get called. We make nut. So here's a spot. I don't think I'm supposed to use all that many big bets. But I'm going to do it. I don't think anyone's going to fold a queen to me. And this is a spot where I, of course, have a lot of ace diamond X and king diamond X. So let's bet big and hope that a queen never folds. Given the snap call on the flop, I just don't think this guy's going to have a bad hand. Can you play CoinPoker in USA? Yes, you can. Oh, he folded. Brutal. There are some open seats if anybody wants to get in. I see a few of you waiting for some of the other games. There's seats open, ready for you. Wow, I'm just getting it all. I have literally everything. Look at all these good hands. Somebody please 3-bet me. No 4-bet this time, please, the guy types in the chat. Well, hate to break it to you. Here it comes. Justin Saliba, all in. So look, if Tony calls, I'm maybe supposed to fold. I know that sounds horribly nitty, but it's maybe supposed to fold. Against just Justin, though, I can be in. It's okay. But if Tony called too, I think I'm supposed to be out of that pot. As nitty as that sounds. You got to be really careful when you have ace-king and like multiple people in cash games who are presumably trying their best to play okay. Justin. Against people who are trying to play okay, you got to be a little bit cautious with those types of hands. I'm just like missing a whole table. Where did it go? Oh, it's back here. Like, where did my tables go? Do we raise this or just call? So this is another spot where I think I struggle to find enough raises because it's pretty easy for him to have something good, right? Like I get this hand makes a lot of sense to put in a raise with, but I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing. 3 BTC Maxi. You're on a table with me. All right, well, there you go. I'm going to check here and try to induce a bluff. I know I'm going to be against a lot of Jack X. I get it. But I got to try to get in this check raise. Stacks are just like so deep. And I think if I bet any amount, like, I mean, look, I think I want to bet big with this hand, right? But I don't think anything he has is really going to call me all that often. So for that reason, I think I want to get greedy and go for the shove. He bets 31. So now that he pots it, is this hand too good? I'm sorry, is this hand not quite good enough to shove? I mean, it's definitely still good enough to shove. Right? If he has a king, he's going to call. He could have a flush, but we beat some of them. Probably just has nothing. Got a set in a great spot to stack somebody. Queen 10 comes in. We're just going to go for full value in this scenario. 32 makes the pot 110 after we shove, so that's good. Okay. We do not get paid. But that's okay. Kings again, goodness gracious. What a flood. Jack on the river is great, although it's like whatever. If he had a king, he's going to be scared now, but if he has a flush or a jack, he's going to pay. It's good. Get a stack there. Oh my God, set against top 2. Screw me to tears. That's okay. When you make the top 2 against the set, you're going to lose some money. We'll call here, but we're going to lose a lot. It's like whatever. Oh God. Okay, so Raise, call, call. Bet flop, call, raise. So we'll call and proceed with caution. Got you. Yeah, the dealer got me on that one. You're right. Sometimes the dealer gets you. When the dealer gets you, you're going to get got. Am I ever supposed to fold this? Probably. This feels so bad. Oh, that's a good river. If he checks river, do we shove? Do we ever bet tiny? No, he only has half pot. We can't bet any. We can't even bet tinier than half pot. What is this hand? I'm trying to think if I should ever get silly and bet like 12. I'm just going to shove, whatever, you know. He's going to have boat sometimes, or quad sometimes, right? But he's going to have some eights. He's going to have some maybe fours. Going to have a lot of ace high flush draws that might decide to hero off. Folds though. I'll hear my kids screaming their heads off out there. Hopefully not. These microphones are pretty cool. Do you all know I have this giant microphone here? You can barely even see it, huh? Has this nifty button on the back to where you can make it to where you can only hear stuff that's right here and nothing that's like right here. It's pretty wild. How does that work? I do not know. Alternatively, you could turn all the way up and it can hear stuff outside on the street. Have I ever thought about card counting? You got to realize, everyone, I've been a professional gambler for about 20 years. I started when I was 18, back in 2003, so 22 years. I know almost everything about most forms of gambling. Blackjack was one of the first things you come to as a professional poker player. You quickly realize, though, the edges are tiny. You get kicked out. It's a bit of a grind. It's not particularly fun, honestly, in my opinion. And you got to go to the casino all the time and interact with random people doing random things. I don't know. I didn't love it. I got kicked out of a few casinos a long time ago. Obviously, don't poop where you eat if you're a poker player. And that's not for me. I figured that out when I was like 21 or 22. Justin trying to give me his money again. Dealer isn't helping me on this one. Needed that 9 of diamonds on the river is what we needed. Under the gun, raise. We will call. We could also 3-bet, of course. All right, tiny bet 3 ways, huh? We'll call, but proceed with caution. There's a website for those who are new-ish to gambling called wizardofodds.com. I presume it still exists, right? Let's see. Wizardofodds.com. Yeah, it has rules for like every game. Not rules, strategy. It has optimal strategies for like every single game. And if you think you're a professional gambler, you clearly need to spend a ton of time on the site that teaches you GTO for every gambling game. That's been around since 2003 or so at least, maybe longer. We'll go for a raise with the set, of course. Yeah, I've read every page on that website and thoroughly studied all of that stuff. In terms of counting, I remember one time I went on a cruise with my parents and I took a blackjack shoe and I'm just like, I'm gonna get to where I can count this thing and not screw up. And Gosh, I sat up there on that silly boat and counted that deck probably 1,000 times. Then I was good. We do get called. I got to presume we're going to win. That's good. But counting the deck is not all there is to blackjack. Now you do a lot of shuffle tracking, tracking specific dealers, finding games where the layouts are a little bit messed up, et cetera, et cetera. Often you got to work with teams. Working with teams is fine and good. I like coordinating with people online. Coordinating with people live is tough. It's like a whole lot of stuff, you know? Like I don't like dealing with logistics. Logistics are not my favorite thing to deal with. Even though I run a poker training site with a bunch of poker coaches and a bunch of employees and all that. Luckily, we have Justin Saliba to help with that, along with a few other people. They make my life super easy. Meanwhile, I'm 3x potting all in him 4 times in a row so far. It's not right. It's not right. Something I did used to struggle with was the idea of being able to play like as hard as you can against someone, being able to lose your money to someone, and then still being friendly with that someone immediately after the poker game is done. And I think I'm way better at it now, because now I realize everyone is just doing what they're supposed to do, right? In all interactions, people are just doing what they are supposed to do for the most part, assuming it's within the rules of the game and nobody's cheating me. So given they're not cheating me, they're just trying to do what they're supposed to do. And can't be mad about that. Like back in the day, if somebody 4x pots me all in 4 times in a row, I'm like, why are you picking on me, you know? Or I have that mindset. Or somebody 3-bets you every hand. You're like, what are you doing? Why are you pushing me around? All these thoughts that go through people's heads are nonsense. I used to have so many nonsense thoughts. I mean, they still pop in, and I realized, like, get out of here. You're nonsense. I was talking to my son James about this yesterday, about how, what was it? He was saying, he was having some negative self-talk thing. I forget exactly what it was. And I'm like, look, you have to realize that even though this is what you think, this is what you are clearly experiencing in your life, it's not accurate. You can trust your dad to tell you what you are saying is not accurate. You think it is. I know you think it is, but trust me, it's not accurate, right? In poker, so many people just think they're unlucky. They think they're the most unlucky player in the world, blah, 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 bad beat, et cetera, et cetera. Alternatively, they think, oh, I'm the best player in the world. I'm so good at cards, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's all nonsense. Just because you think something does not mean it is true. And, you know, in life, a lot of people make rules that they think everybody else is supposed to follow, but it's simply not true. It's just simply not true. And that is A-okay. If you're enjoying today's show, do me a favor. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. Playing against the house is never the good strategy. You know, that is wholeheartedly true. I've now officially been limited on basically every New York sports app because they think I'm too good. That's a hell of a racket. Set up a sports book. If people are good, limit them. If people are bad, do everything you can to get them to lose all of their money against you. One thing. I don't even know if I should say this on the stream because it might crush me. I don't care. I'm not much of a gambler anymore. I'm really good at making the house think I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. It is very, very valuable for whoever you're playing against to think you are stupid, because then they'll just let you play forever, right? And now I know obviously setting up a poker training site doesn't really help me in the poker space here because we're going about it a different way in the poker space. We're going from the point of view of I want people to like me so much to the point that they want to play with me. I'm going to open up a seat on another table for someone. If somebody wants to play 6-handed or 7-handed, there's a seat open. But in the gambling space, like against a casino or against sportsbook or whatever, you really, 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 really want them to all think you are a total moron. And you can do that in all sorts of ways. Be creative. Think about what it's going to sound bad, your moron friends do. and do that, but up it like 7x. All right, everyone. I'm about to get in another table with poker coach and coach Justin Saliba. I'm going to play him heads up battle. And if anybody else wants to get in the game, feel free. New game starting in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 4 ways. Should we bluff this? It's a pretty good hand to bluff with. It's kind of easy for people to have the 10, though. I'm going to go for 5. I know that may seem a little bit big, but I'm really just trying to get them to fold if they have nothing. Snap half pots river. It's a good hand to bluff with because if we get the 8, like the 8's almost always good, right? And if we get a jack, maybe that's good, maybe not. 9 may be good, maybe not. But I think very multi-way, it's fine to bet with some, call them low equity draws that have lots of backdoor potential, like this. And hopefully he just checks the river and I win. If he bets the river, I'm going to fold. Because now we lose to ace king. We lose to everything. So I'm just going to check and lose. Check and lose. It's okay, you got me. A-okay, you got me. Yeah, if you're on a waiting list, I see people on the waiting list. I see you here. Bunch of people on the waiting list. Come get in the game. Me and Justin set up for you. We literally are spending our time setting up games for you to come play. So please come play. Look at that. Similar spot, huh? You're lethal with the 6-5 suited. Funny how that happens, right? If you look at my 6-5 suited hands, you're like, wow, you're just smashing them with the 6-5 suited. You can't help but hate people that beat you. Yeah, exactly. That's a thought process I used to have. And it's a stupid one because they're supposed to try to beat you. They are literally incentivized to try to beat you. You also, by the way, are trying to beat them. It's okay. We all agree. When you all agree, it's okay. Problems arise in situations where people don't necessarily agree on what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, this happens in business sometimes where some people think you're supposed to be doing one thing, but you think you're supposed to be doing the other thing, and you both think you're doing the right thing, but somebody's mad at the other one. You got to realize, usually there are a clear set of rules somewhere, and you got to try to make everyone happy at the end of the day, but also realize you're not going to make everyone happy at the end of the day. And therefore, everyone's not for everyone, and that is A-okay. Oh, goodness, what a day. All right, we get 3-bet again. People love to 3-bet me out of my seat, huh? We're just getting 3-bet, 3-bet, 3. What do I have here? All right, we'll check it. Okay, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. It's so easy for me to get distracted by things that I'm really, 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 really interested in. Some things I'm like horribly interested in, and they take all of my attention when I'm like actually totally into them. And quite often, it's not the poker game at hand. All right, facing a bet and raise, we will fold, 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 fold. 3-bet this. We're about to stack Justin again. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to bet bigger here. My bad. I'm too busy trying to stack Justin and talking to people on the telephone. All right. I'm probably supposed to bet big here too if I'm going to bet, right? We'll check call, check call, check call. I'm gonna bet 22 and then shove river. Oh, boy. Sometimes I have all the luck. I'm going to check this river, but value bet could be certainly fine. Snapped off. We have nut. Woo! Double me up 2x just got ungodly unlucky against me. Brutal. Totally brutal. Good for me, though. Best way is to be a newbie. Not just a newbie when you're gambling. I think the best way is to be a seasoned, horribly degenerate person who causes all sorts of kind troubles to happen. You know, spill your drinks, be nice to people, cause a little bit of mischief, bet big at some times, bet small at other times, go a little bit crazy. I mean, I'm going to shove here, right? I don't really see what else I can do. Hopefully it doesn't have the jack 10. Folds. Has he called a single time? I don't think Justin has called a single time when I have shoved. Has he? I don't even know. Somebody let me know. Has Justin called a single time? If he hasn't called a single time, I should chill out with the overbets, huh? I've had it some and not had it some. Just signed up to pokercoaching.com. Go through the tournament and or cash game masterclass, depending on what game you play. And then go through the advanced tournament course or the advanced cash game course, depending on what game you play. And that will get you well up to speed, in my opinion. Of course, study whatever spots are giving you trouble. We have a lot of quizzes on pokercoaching.com. Definitely check those out, where we essentially you can look for spots where you are struggling and go through hands and scenarios for spots you're struggling. Also, check out Peak GTO. Peak GTO is a great resource, especially if you are newish to game theory optimal strategies, because I bet there are a lot of spots that you will find that you are probably making mistakes. And if you find spots where you're making mistakes and you fix those mistakes, that's going to go a long way to helping you play a whole lot better poker. Raise it up, 2 callers against Annie Altman and Feed Dumb. I think if we had like King 9 of diamonds, King 10 of diamonds, King Jack of diamonds, I probably want to bet those. I don't think we need to bet the ace. Maybe we do. This is again where I would benefit from studying a little bit more. Multi-way spots are hard. The object of the game is to beat the opponent. LOL. We'll just fold. People can't handle the getting lucky part. Yeah, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get unlucky. Here, my nitty fold's about to cost me. Oh, no, it did cost me. It totally cost me. Gosh, why did I just bet the flop? I should have bet the flop. If I bet the flop, I win at least some. What do you have? Queen 9? I don't even know what the board was. How do we go back and look at that? Is it this? Queen 9. All right, we weren't going to win much money. All right, double me up, coming after me again. Not afraid. With the Queen 9 of hearts, whoever bet smaller in that turn. I was trying to set up a shove on the river, and I think I needed to bet big to get the shove in. I could have been wrong about that. Looking back at it, I don't exactly even remember the hand at this point. Oh, I 3-bet and checked. I'm just going to fold. Nitty fold, I know. All right, do we call or do we raise? Look, he's kind of, I don't know. Let's just raise it. I mean, I kind of am shoving here. This is probably not a good play. Horribly distracted by the kids going nuts outside. By my lovely, wonderful friends on the telephone. Shout out to them. Message me as much as you like. Here we got a call because we have pot odds. Like, you really want ace king to fold here, right? Okay. Okay. We'll bluff this, of course. Eh. 1 win, 1 loss, chop it up. Good game. Still playing heads up with Justin over here. Can somebody get over here and save me from Justin? We are just battling a little bit too hard over here. We need other people to come battle with us. How are we hard to keep long-term in mind when short-term outcomes piss you off? Why are you letting short-term outcomes piss you off? It's going to happen. Did you all see me streaming 2 weeks ago, or was it a month ago, where I literally lost 7 buy-ins? I mean, I lost like every hand. It was crazy. Sure, it's annoying, but like, was I mad or sad or distraught about it? Not at all, right? It happens. Last week, when I won 10 buy-ins, was I sitting here like gloating and saying how good I am and thinking about all the money I'm going to spend on stuff? No. Because I know I'm going to lose it next week. Oh, 3 Bitcoin Maxi, we're going to stack you. Sorry. Fun while it lasted. Does it have split pot Omaha? I do not think so. We ever 3-bet this for fun, for the memes? Not 48. We'll go 8. What blinds were we playing? We were playing 50-cent dollar. We tried to pick a point that was accessible for everyone. I'm glad that we have these tables up and running. Oh, boy. I'm about to stack 2 people. 7, please. Okay. Oh, gosh. Justin's about to stack me, though. Not good. Not good at all. I mean, I gotta bet this, right? We'll go small because both players are not super deep. Check to Justin. Call it off here. We are pretty good. All right, we raise here and get blasted to 30. Raise through at 4-bet. Okay, slow down, Jonathan. Figure out what's happening. Call here, of course. I mean, I'm going to fold. I'm annoyed about it, but I'm going to fold. No, I'm not going to fold. I'm just saying, call and see the flop. Flop something, lose your hands. How long am I going to be playing for? I'm going to be playing for about another hour and change. Gosh, this is a bad turn and a humongous bet. Check again and give me a jack, I guess. Do I shove this? I guess so. All right, we get a little bluff through. We're here against Justin. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me with the slow all in? Ooh, 2 pair. Justin, you a chicken. Justin became a chicken overnight. All it takes was calling him 15 times in a row for him to chill out a little bit. You like the drill of the day on Peak GTO? I'm glad to hear it. Justin and I and the other poker coaching coaches have worked very hard on them. We're going to continue working very hard on them. You do personal training? I do. Check it out at pokercoaching.com/private. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Raise, call, check. Oh, should have bet the flop, obviously. Keep checking. Keep checking now. Did they just let me win that hand with the king-queen? That's lucky. Don't let me win pots like that, everybody. Call 1. I think you can go half-ish pot there. Annie. But. Obviously, my range is garbage there, so small bet's pretty good. Gosh, I'm misclicking on all these tables. I gotta focus for just a second. Isn't it interesting how, like, something I've found that has happened to me, especially as I get older, is whenever I'm, like, doing a million things at a time, sometimes I get a little bit, like, frazzled to where I forget exactly what is happening at this exact point in time. And that's not good. But you recognize that about yourself, right? And then you adjust and try to not continue doing stupid things. Call or raise. Why raise someone you just said was coming after you? Who are you referring to? I've already forgotten about all of that. You know, yeah, my brain's broken. It still works, kinda, but it's pretty broken. All right, we're gonna go 12 here. I could have a lot of Jack X, right? He could have a lot of Jack X too. Anytime you bet big on the river and someone still raises you, this is a rough spot here. I'm about to get stacked. Anytime you bet big on the river and somebody raises you, just fold. Just fold. Heads up. The heads up you're playing is not available in the lobby for you. Oh, yeah? Yeah, it is right here. Look, right here. So look, click on games, Hold'em, seats 7, and then go and you look for the poker coaching games, and here it is right here. Okay? Why raise someone I just said is coming after you? Because I don't care about that kind of thing. Sometimes when people send me hand histories to review, they type out like a whole long essay about their opponents and what their opponents are doing and all that stuff. If I got a re-raising hand, I'm going to re-raise you in most scenarios. I just don't really care that much because I don't think I can know that all that much about an opponent. Especially when I'm playing all these games, I forget stuff very quickly. He raised, I called, check, pot, call, kind of concerning. Turn, check. I'm obviously not folding. Obviously not raising, so we're going to call. Do we call this small bet? The problem here is the jack's really bad, right? So even though maybe I'm supposed to call, I'm just going to let it go. I hate letting it go. That feels a little bit weak. But in a three-way pot, it's just so easy for the guy to have only really, really good hands to bet there. If he has only really, really, really good hands to bet there, I, in turn, need to be tighter, right? And the problem is if I spike a straight, I could easily lose. And the other problem is if I spike a set, I could easily lose. I mean, I'm just going to fold if he bets river, I think. This is a weird hand. Ooh, okay. Had me set up on that one. What is the best bankroll size to play these games? I mean, look, it depends on if you're playing them as professional or for fun, right? Do you think you're a definitive winning player in the games? If so, that's when bankroll concerns start to matter. If you think you're winning in the games, it becomes then a question of how much, what your edge is in the games, right? If your edge is tiny, you need a humongous bankroll. If your edge is humongous, you need a tiny bankroll. Annoying. How much of your EV do you lose by playing 4 compared to 1? I think I lose almost none 4 compared to 1. The problem is I'm playing 6. 2 of them are on the other monitor. I'm talking to my friends on the text message for fun. And I'm dealing with my children yelling outside. And having a glass of champagne. So all of that does probably start to detract from your focus a little bit. It's okay, though. I'm trying to level the playing field here, okay? I don't want to win $400 an hour off of my students. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I make joke. I have no clue how I'm doing on this session, funny enough. Not that it matters. Again, look, a lot of people care like how you're actually doing in the short term, but it really just doesn't matter. That's the thing, right? Like people say they get frustrated when they lose to bad beats or when they lose in a session or they get unlucky. Like, why? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gosh. This is my friend who I think's a little bit nitty. It's a good bet, especially if you're nitty, because I mean, I'm going to call, but I think I just lose a lot. I think in reality, you're probably supposed to bet bigger in this spot, like 14, because then I'm supposed to fold out a ton. But whatever, I pay you 7. Chop it up. Yeah, I think you got to go big there. Because if you think about my under the gun raising range, I have like no 8s, right? Bitcoin Maxi and Ari. I have like no 8s when I raise under the gun. What was the turn? And when I check it back, I'm going to bet the turn. When I raise under the gun, I have no 8s. I'm going to bet a lot of 8s as a bluff on a turn if I have it. Like say I have ace 8, king 8 suited, queen 8 suited, whatever. I'm going to bet those on the turn as a bluff if I have them. Gosh, I'm timing out over here. So, for that reason, I have none of those. I'm probably going to bet a lot of flushes on the turn just to try to get money in the pot, right? So I don't really have a whole lot of flushes either. That means that you have a lot of 8s in your big blind range, and I just don't. So given I just don't have very many 8s, you can bet big here. And at some point, I'm going to have to start folding out a lot of my hands. And that's clearly going to be great for you, because then you win the whole pot instead of half the pot. Yeah, in spots like this, typically when you have a lot of straights and your opponents don't, you want to go for a very big bet size. Here, this player raised, he went 2.5, you made it 5. Definitely make it bigger. Make it like 4x from out of position, so $10. I definitely think that's preferred. You're going to get an account when you get home. Make sure you sign up at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. I can't type. Pokercoaching.com/freeroll is the sign up link. Don't time out. 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 Okay. 28. I'm sweating in here, everybody. Anybody else sweating playing the games? It's so funny because it's like 20 degrees outside, yet here I am sweating like crazy wearing sweatpants for fun. We'll check back. Maybe we're supposed to bet everything or a lot of stuff. Table with only 4 people sitting at it. Let's get in there and help it out. There are still a few people on the waiting list. Make sure you get in the other tables if you feel inclined. We're, of course, going to call a river bet with the top pair. If we get checked to, we will value bet for sure. I missed that hand. Bitcoin Maxi played. Sorry about that. Watch this hand if we can. How do I go back? Yeah, so right here, pre-flop. It went 250, you made it 5. In this scenario, if you are going to re-raise, you always want to make it about 4 times the initial raise, because when you make it 5, they're going to call every time, right? On the flop, you definitely need to bet bigger, because when you bet small, they are going to call everything. And like, I don't even know what you have here that you want them to call with everything. Like maybe you have top set or something. That could make some sense. But beyond that, you really want them to fold some. Turn 10, you bet small again, they fold fine. Are these free rolls or real cash games? These are real cash games, everybody. Everyone here bought in for $100 real dollars. I guess USDT. 100 real USDT. You know, we're thinking about doing something for the next cash game. We're thinking about giving away $100 to play these games to some number of you. Maybe a few, maybe a lot. If you think that's a good idea, let me know in the chat. Figured, why not give some people some money, let them come play at the games, get more games up and running, etc., etc. Let me know what you think about that. If you like that idea, let me know. We are starting to get kind of deep stacked on some of these tables. When that is the case, you always want to be a little bit aware of the stack depths, right? Like over here, we have 300 big blinds, and 2 players to my left also have a bunch. Take note of that. Over here, we have 200. We have a big stack over here, and a big stack here, and a big stack here. Andy Altman crushing it. So make sure you are paying attention to that kind of thing when you are playing. Because if you think you're playing 100 big blinds deep, but you're actually playing 300 big blinds deep, that obviously completely changes the scenario, because a lot of, essentially your stack off threshold gets way higher. We discussed this in the Cash Game Masterclass on pokercoaching.com, where essentially, as you're deeper and deeper stacked, you need a much, much better hand to get all your money in. And that becomes really, really true when you're playing 300 big blinds deep. Raising 3-bet. Here we are. In that exact scenario, right? We're going to make top pair no kicker. We're going to lose all of our money. No, this time we make nothing. We're going to lose nothing. It's better to lose nothing than all your money, don't you think? This is a good spot to 4-bet. When do you tend to make pot or overpot raises on the turn and river? Have you been watching today? Watch the first like 30 minutes of this show if you didn't see it. We did it 4 times in a row to Justin Saliba. I think they were all in pretty good spots. Sometimes I had nothing. Sometimes I had the nuts. If you're calling for a chop, then a full pot bet size is giving you the odds of a 2x overpot in a similar scenario you're calling to win. That is correct. Oh boy. King XX. Oh man. I'm probably supposed to bet everything here, but I don't really feel like this is a good spot to bet everything, because I don't think we're getting folds from pairs. With any luck, we can just shake it down against ace-jack or ace-10. Actually, insane to get to watch me 4 to 6 table and explain what he's doing. What a treat. I do my best to give all of you lots and lots of fun value. Believe it or not, I actually play poker. I'm not just a YouTube content creator. I'm going to Vegas in a few days to play the US Poker Open. I actually won the series last year. That was lucky. I won the 25K and a 10K. Do my best to do the same thing this year. But, yeah, not just a talking head, believe it or not. I do a bunch of other stuff as well. Feel free to ask about any of the other random stuff. I'm always happy to talk about it. Poker's the main thing, though. Jack 7 offsuit might be a little bit too loose. It may be about to punish me. Check flop is great for me. Although I gotta presume a lot of the checkbacks are going to be high cards and pairs like kings, queens, 10s, 9s, stuff like that. Also have a decent amount of content on pokercoaching.com of myself playing, along with a decent number of old streams that I played. For a while, they were having 4 tables of 25-50 no limit hold'em running on CoinPoker, and I played those a lot about 6 months ago. I'm sure you can find those streams in YouTube in the live section. You may not know this on YouTube. I didn't know this. They have your videos, and they have your shorts, and they also have your live stuff. Like this falls in the live category. And a lot of people don't know to go look there for that kind of thing. So I have a bunch of streams. Not a bunch. I have some streams there. I don't do a ton of streaming because I got a lot of other stuff to do in life. But if you're set up for 25-50 games that I think are pretty good, you can count on me to be in. Also, in those games, everybody else was streaming, and they showed everyone's hole cards after every hand. It was really, really cool. I liked it. I love the idea of getting to see everybody's cards after every hand. I think it's great. The bluffers didn't like it. I liked it a lot. The other day, we were playing a tournament in the Poker Go studio. I was playing with Chino Ream, and he said, let's play PLO after every hand, which to him means at the end of the hand, the winner and the loser take their cards. Wait, what do they do? Let me think about this. Yeah, the winner and the loser take their cards, shuffle them up, and then turn all 4 of them over. We did that for like 4 hours. and whenever you, like, if you're in the pot, you know what the other guy's cards are, right? And if you're not in the pot, you know what the cards are, and you can try to piece it together, but quite often you don't. So I kind of liked it. Because then the winner and the loser always get to see. All right, 3 Bitcoin maxi. Not a good re-raise size. Make it bigger. I literally just gave you the poker lesson on this. They make it 2. You want to make it about 7 from in position, about 10 from out of position. Will they bring sit and goes to CoinPoker? I do not know. I don't really think sit and goes are a great offering in general if you don't have a ton of people on your site. Because, oh gosh, now you're going to punish us both. I hope you just have aces, 3 Bitcoin maxi, please. Please, please have aces. Okay, thank you. I'm out. Goodbye. Oh no, I would have flopped it. Yeah, you need a lot of players to make sit and goes run. Because think about it, you just have like 6 or 7 or 8 people just waiting around for a game to start. Have you ever had someone who is uncoachable? I mean, some people don't want to listen to what you say, and that just makes them fail. You know, I mean, so does that mean they're uncoachable? I don't know. Some people want to try to fight a lot, and they think everything they think is ideal or correct. That's always frustrating. 3 Bitcoin maxi, you didn't have aces. What's happening? 3 Bitcoin maxi, come on. Brutal. Maybe I'm supposed to lead this. Weird spot. Weird spot. I think I am supposed to lead it. And then jam river. I know the 2 is like, I don't know if the 2 is good or bad. I mean, this is a weird spot. It's a weird spot. They're not going to bet the flop with a lot of king X, right? So because they're not going to bet the flop with king X, and I'm going to check call all of it, I think I'm supposed to lead there a lot. I don't know. Maybe we're too deep stack for that kind of thing. I know you're supposed to do it in tournaments, but I'm not so sure about cash games. When I say in tournaments, I mean tournaments shallow stacked. Same thing if you're playing deep stacked or shallow stacked in tournaments and or cash games for the most part. But in tournaments, you're usually shallower stacks. That's what I mean when I say in a tournament. Yeah, that's the spot where I think we're probably supposed to lead. If I check and call every king and they never bet a king, when the king comes, I just gotta lead, right? With gut shots and other draws and kings. Check this one. Call any river bet. You know. You've seen enough of this at this point. Yeah, check out pokercoaching.com/freeroll if you're going to download this. You get access to a weekly free roll. Check it out at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Full details are there. And you get a good deposit bonus. I think it's 100% match up to a pretty large amount. And then you get whatever their best rakeback is they're offering. And that is there for you. Pokercoaching.com/freeroll. We value bet. I expect to win most of the time when we get called. And we do. Oh boy. I'm excited to go back to Vegas. The US Poker Open is soon. So there's always a lot of battling happening. In spots like this, again, when you get older, this is an older person thing. Always make sure you don't have a straight, okay? Like, I looked at this and immediately thought, no straight, fold. But double check. As you get older and older, and as your focus is spread thinner and thinner, just double check. It's free to double check. No one's gonna be mad at you for double checking. So always double check. Make sure you don't have the nut, because if you ever fold the nut, it's really, 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 really bad. Like, not just kind of bad, really bad. Oh boy, disconnection. Never had that happen before. All right, normally flush draw is pretty good. Normally ace high is pretty good, but multi-way, it's just so easy we're dead. Ugh. Okay, we'll fold. Kind of hate folding there, but what else can you do? You've been getting unlucky on CoinPoker. Tough luck. What do you want me to say? Sunday got your biggest bank yet for $20,000. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Good job. Good work. 20K is a nice bump to any bankroll. Good job to you for putting in the work and studying and actually getting good at poker and not just complaining about bad beats. All right. Half pot bet's a tough bet to face in position, but with the overcards and backdoor draws, I don't really see how we can fold. Am I ever supposed to raise this? Becomes a question. Like right here, deep stack, I don't know what I'm supposed to raise. Probably just high equity draws, right? I mean, probably a few junkers. This is obviously a junker, but I think it might be a little too good. All right, half pot again. We'll, of course, call. And on the river, oh my God, on the river. The river needs to be a diamond. How about that? All right, well, this is a river that is acceptable to bluff on. If he bets the river, do I jam? I mean, look, I need to have a I need to have a spade, right? Do I have any hands with a spade that's going to call the flop in the turn? I will have. I mean, I'm going to shove here. Right? No, I'm probably supposed to like pot this, but I want him to fold aces. I need him to fold aces. I need him to fold aces. I have a lot of spades in my range. Hopefully he just doesn't have it himself. In other news, I'm going to stack somebody over here, so that's good. About to get... I don't think this bluff's going to get through. I feel pretty bad about this one. This one, where I have nothing. Dang it, JL, we get the fold. All right, all right. Wait, wrong one. Wrong table. We didn't get to see what happened over here. Whew. I didn't think that one was going to work. Call, of course. Please don't show me the clubs. All right. So far, I think all of our overbet shoves have gotten through that have been bluffs. You know, when you can download hand histories on CoinPoker, you can send them an email to support@pokercoaching.com. I mean, no, not that one. Not that email. To their support, to CoinPoker support. I forget what it is. You can look it up. Send an email to CoinPoker support, and they will send you hand histories. You can ask as many times as you want. After every session, when I was grinding 2550 back a while back, I would just email them after every session, and they would send me the hand histories. And you upload those to Poker or to Poker Tracker or Hold'em Manager, and you're good to go. You used to play pre-Black Friday a long time ago, and you're crushing them. Can we talk? I mean, I don't know. Send an email, support@pokercoaching.com. What do you want to talk about? Feel free to type any questions, comments, suggestions here. I'm always happy to reply. I would recommend you study GTO strategies to find spots where your strategy is horribly different from GTO and ask yourself, where are you deviating? Where are you differing from GTO? And if it's on purpose or not on purpose, right? Because like maybe your exploits or adjustments are really good. Alternatively, maybe they're really bad. And if they're really good, well then great. But if they're really bad, then fix it. Yeah, I would definitely recommend anyone who has been gone from poker for a while, check out peakgto.com and go through a bunch of drills and a bunch of like just play around with the trainer a ton. And as you do that, this connection. As you do that, you'll find spots where you're like really call it quote unquote messing up. If you're finding spots where you're messing up on a regular basis, you can plug those leaks kind of quickly. Because you probably already understand poker to some extent, right? All right, we're gonna have to like half pot it here, I think, or maybe 22 or something. We're trying to get a 10 to fold, right? Give it a long tank and then go 22. Maybe we're supposed to go bigger, 28, 26. I don't really like this spot. Maybe we're supposed to overbet shove this one. The problem is he can just like have ace of diamonds X, right? That's the problem is he could just have a flush pretty easily and he could have the ace of diamonds pretty easily. So this is not a great spot to go for the big bluff, but we do get it through with the medium bluff, so that's good. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to everyone. Oh my God. I bet the river here and get raised. It went check. Raise call. Check. Bet river. I mean, this just feels like a stupid call. I'm going to be shown ace jack some. I don't even know. I'm going to call, but I don't really love it. Ace queen. Wow. Didn't expect to see ace queen. I mean, I don't know. I guess I expected to see some bluffs. I clicked the call button. I mean, look, anytime you're playing against players who are studied and reasonable, you have a pretty good hand. You're not really trying to find the fold button. But that's the spot where it felt like I was going to lose every time. But again, this is why you have to realize what you think does not necessarily matter. Because right there, I just thought I lose every time. Yet, actually, I win sometimes. Here's a spot where I'm going to win every time as well. Tiny bet on the flop. Man, I want to raise so bad, but I don't know if I'm supposed to. I think I am, right? Just do it because we're super deep. I'm trying to get money in the pot. We get snapped. Okay. I mean, I'm supposed to bet small, I gotta presume, right? Hopefully he does not have a boat. If I check the river, will he value bet? And if so, can I shove? I don't know. If I bet and he shoves me, do I call? Probably not, right? Actually, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Anyone complaining about bad beats is drawing dead. Yeah. Take note. I mean, you can say I have been running poorly for a while. Certainly, that's the thing. But to like consistently complain about being unlucky and saying that I'm unluckier than everyone else, you're not going to make it. If you think you're unluckier than everybody else, you're probably just not going to make it. Because there's a very, very easy solution to bad luck. It is to put your butt in the chair and grind it out to the point that the short-term results no longer matter. I remember a long time ago, I was struggling to move up to 10-20 no-limit hold'em. I was talking to Tom Dwan back in the day a lot, and he said that I need to play more. I'm like, I've played a bunch. I've played 5,000 hands. But then I realized he was playing 10,000 hands a day. So my 5,000 hands to him was like a joke. And to be fair, it was a joke. Because 5,000 hands is nothing. And I was sitting there down like 20K, 10 buy-ins and 5,000 hands, half a day of play, which, happens. I mean, you literally watched me do it a month ago. And I was like sad and depressed about it, but I didn't realize what I was signing up for. I was coming from sit and goes. I didn't really understand cash game variance. I was essentially an idiot, right? I was a young idiot. And he had already been through the ringer 25 times, so he understood variance way more than I did back then. And I listened to him, I stuck it out, and I kept going. And it eventually turned around. You think the field does GTO way wrong? Of course the field does GTO way wrong. The field doesn't know how to play well. Most people don't know how to play poker very well, believe it or not. Look at 3 Bitcoin Max over here updating their avatar in real time. You gotta love it. How are our games going over here? Let's see. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm in 6. That means one's without me. And somebody's playing Justin heads up. Oh, no, I'm in 6. I don't know, whatever. Games are running. That's good. I like games to run. It's no good when you have an event and nobody shows up. One time I had a book signing at the World Series of Poker. It was at like, I don't know, 9 a.m. or something because the tournament started early at 10. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. It's a small buy-in tournament. Lots of people are going to come. Nobody showed up to that tournament till like 1 o'clock anyway. And I just like sat there by myself like an idiot for an hour because we didn't really publicize it all that well. And I'm like, oh, we're going to keep it nice and small. But small ended up being like literally 2 people. Which is fine. Good for those 2 people. But it's no fun if you're going to run a cash game stream and literally 6 people show up and you have half of a table. So thanks to all of you for showing up. And that's what I'm trying to say. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Without all of you, this game would not be going. If you want more games like this, let me know. I don't know if we're going to... I mean, look, the problem with my life is that it's hard for me to schedule routine things. It's very, very hard. It's very, very hard because my schedule's a disaster. And it's hard for me to schedule stuff. But I'm always happy to try to slot it in when I can. Like, we didn't plan on having this stream until like 3 days ago. I looked at my schedule and said, oh, I'm available. I have a few free 3 hours. So here we are. Dan says, dirty jail bluffed you twice now. You're a calling station fish from now on. I don't even know which one you are. Isn't that the bad thing? I'm so bad at this. Is it double up? Double me up? I don't even know. Probably not. Justin says he's bluffing us all so badly today. Look, Justin, if you could just get the bluffing spots, you have to do it. I think every time I did it, it was almost required. I think it's almost required. Drank all the champagne. That's no good. Isn't this world crazy? You can just like call somebody on the phone and have more champagne here in like 20 minutes. It's actually kind of nuts. Maybe it shouldn't even be legal. Oh, what a world. All right, we bet small, get raised big. Okay, Tony G. Point. We'll call. Terrible turn. Pot turn. So the problem with this jack is it lines up with queen jack, king jack, king queen kind of, jack 9, jack 8. So we're gonna fold. I wish it didn't make it so huge on the flop, right? When it makes it so huge, maybe I'm supposed to fold. But when he goes, like that's the spot. If you just fold everything that's not a 10, you're going to drastically overfold, right? You hate the time bank here. You can't see it when it's over. Yeah, just go quick. Believe it or not, I actually like... I'm not going to say I like the fact you can't see the time bank. You should have information about your time bank. But in terms of forcing people to learn good skills of going quickly, I kind of love it. You know, I had a spot where I had queens over here on this other table a minute ago, and I was like over here dealing with something, and I'm like running over here to try to get the queens in. And if I knew I had 34 seconds, I would have been fine, but I don't know how much time I have. I might have literally 0 seconds. I'm going to time out. I think it's good multi-tabling practice, which I do think all online poker players should get good at, to be able to play multiple tables at a time, is to be able to move quickly and think quickly and make decisions quickly and realize you're not always going to get everything 100% right. That's okay. But It forces you to be on the go, and it forces you to be sharp. And I think it keeps you sharp. Look at this. Jack 7, Jack 7, Jack 7, Jack, Jack 7. Jack and 7, huh? It's Jack 7 time. I'm going to be in Vegas in a week or so. If anyone's there, hit me up. Sure, I'll have some parties or something going on at some point. It's important to enjoy yourself. Important to have fun. It's important to bluff your friends every once in a while. It's important for them to say call every once in a while, too. Otherwise, they're just pushovers. Thanks to the 1,000 or so people viewing today. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope Thursday is going great. Hope 2025 is going great. We're a month in. My first month of 2025 has been an absolute disaster, but that's okay. Such is life. Hope you're not having an absolute disaster. Hope you're all on an upswing. As the great 3 Maxi Bitcoin tells me, simply take your money and put it in Bitcoin and forget about it. Easy. Now, is that GTO? Probably not. But it's probably better than the alternative, because you know what the problem with the alternative? The alternative sucks your attention away. When you're buying NFTs and altcoins and sports bettings and all sorts of other stuff, it devours your attention. And attention, at the end of the day, I think is our most valuable resource. Not time, because you can waste your time, but your attention. Whenever you're awake and focusing and paying attention, if you're focusing on nonsense, you're going to win nonsense. If you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, right? And a lot of stuff in 2025, at least that comes across my table, is stupid. So I recommend you all find things that are high value, that you enjoy doing, that give you happiness, and focus on those things. And try to look at your life and what you spend your focus on. And if it is nonsense, prune it out. Just because he did something yesterday doesn't mean you have to do it forever. It is okay to prune it out. By the way, when I'm talking to all of you, I'm often talking to myself. Don't think I'm over here being a preacher or something. I'm trying to give Jonathan Little a pep talk, because Jonathan Little does some stuff that is not optimal, not the most beneficial use of time or effort or energy and all that. I do think you should spend some time banging around, you know, like experimenting and finding out things that you're like learning about things you're unaware of, because sometimes that will lead to who knows what, right? Like poker, when I first started, I was playing for $1. If I never started playing poker for $1, I would not be here today, right? And that was just me experimenting and trying things out. Going back to blackjack counting, right? I used to blackjack count a long time ago, and it didn't turn into anything. It turned in a little bit, but it didn't really turn into anything, and that's okay. It was probably worth the efforts. But anything you've been doing for a long time that does not either make you richer or smarter or healthier or way, way, way happier, I would recommend you prune out of your life. Because those things they do not add value. And in terms of just like finding stuff to do, ooh, what is this? He raised under the gullet, I call, check, check. It's gonna be a lot of ace X and under pairs, right? Maybe some jacks. We got to bluff the river, I guess. We're trying to get him off of an under pair. So what do we got to do to get him off of an under pair? We got to bet 8? No, we'll go 12, 10. What's up? What's that doing out there? Did I get raised? We lose, finally. He has... Oh, a jack. Not trying to get him off a jack. Trying to get him off of an ace. A literal nothing burger. What is the ELO rating? If it is supposed to be not capitalized, yeah, sure. Where's my notepad? I don't want that notepad. There's Slack. I'm aware ELO is not an abbreviation. I know it's a guy's name. I'm going to look it up and see how it's used online, and we will change it accordingly. I am a big stickler for making sure things appear logically and normally and accurately. And if we got it wrong, I'm happy to change it. Thank you for pointing it out to me. I appreciate it. Oh my God, look over here. We check raise flop. Check call turn. He's got a lot of king X. I got a jam here, right? Shoot. I don't want to jam here, but I think I have to jam here. Obviously, always, if he has me beat, I always lose anyway. I'm shoving here to try to get value from a king. I want to look like I have queen jack, queen 10, etc., etc. He might just like squarely put me on 7-4 or whatever. Not 7-4, 7-5. But I think this is a spot where, because I've been pretty aggressive with betting, I can get the jam in. All he has is a 4. Probably not a bad hand to call with. If you have like ace 4, it's probably a pretty good hand to call with. We bluff here and get 2 callers. Okay. We might get called by this 4. I think we are going to get called by this 4. We do get called by the 4. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Don't bet the turn, I don't think. Just check and play a small pot. It's annoying. Fold to the flop, check raise. That's an annoying spot for sure, though. I think a 4 is probably not a bad call. You really don't want to have the flush cards. Like, in terms of hands that are good to call with on this board, if you think I'm very polarized, which I will be, you want to have no queen, jack, 10 of spades. Queen, jack, or 10 of spades are really, really bad to have. You want to block 7-5. Probably a spades, though, so that's a 7 of spades. I don't know. That's a rough one. You want to block a 4, I guess, because that's me some of my leads, right? Probably not. I mean, look, I know that you called and you lost, but it's probably weird. It's probably a pretty okay hand to call with, believe it or not. Especially if my range is going to be very, very polarized, which it is, clearly. The U.S. Poker Open. Yes. The champagne explains the play. Ha ha. I'm just trying to play GTO over here, everybody. Oh, it's hot in here. Does anybody else play their online poker sessions in a sauna? Or is it just me? Looks like Justin Saliba's beating up everybody. 300 big blinds here. Torched me a little bit earlier. Good for him. GTO master. Crusher of the games. Happy for him. Sorry to his opponents. That said, again, I've said this a few times. If you normally play, let's say, 50-cent dollar, especially if you ever play bigger, and a world-class poker player like Justin Saliba is happy to sit down and play with you for 50-cent dollar, it is a good deal. So, get in there and get some experience. You'll see this happen sometimes, especially on like small locality sites, like New Jersey sites or whatever, where a very good poker player is just like sitting and waiting because they have nothing to do. They're passing the time. If somebody wants to play them, great. For not that much money, it's a pretty nice spot to get in there and get some experience. I just called middle pair on the river on the other table or on the other screen. I was thinking like, man, this might be a spot to fold the middle pair. And sure enough, they just had it. Should have folded. I'm a sucker for not folding in small pots. Literally never fold in small pots. You can't grow being passive. That is true. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Everybody grows naturally, slowly over time. But I think if you get in there and experiment and mess around, You'll find stuff that vibes with you and jives with you, and some of it'll stick and some of it won't, and most of it won't, but some of it will, and you just want to make sure you're doing stuff that when it sticks, it can be very beneficial. Can you buy CoinPoker token from the US? You don't need CoinPoker tokens to play. This is USDT. Yes, you can. What is this? But you can also buy the CoinPoker tokens, which I think you need for rakeback purposes. They had an easy way through their site a while back. I don't know if it's still there or not. I'll give you an example of me pruning out stuff in my life. I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering. Anytime I wasn't playing poker or working on pokercoaching.com, I was playing Magic the Gathering online. And after a while, I realized I don't make any money from this. Sure, it's fun, but it's not that fun. Does it make me smarter? Maybe a tiny bit. Does it make me healthier? Not at all. It really just didn't check any of the check boxes. And because it didn't check any of the check boxes, stop doing it. I haven't played in like 7 years. I'd love to play. When I'm on the airplane and I give myself a little bit of passing the time to chill, I'll watch Magic the Gathering videos. But I don't play it anymore. I would, I think, in theory, if I had infinite time, but I don't have infinite time. My time is very limited, right? And my attention is very limited, and Magic takes a lot of attention, like all of it. And I had to prune it. It sucks. I don't want to prune it. I have great nostalgia for it. I enjoy it thoroughly, but it just doesn't fit in my life right now. And so you got to prune it. That was a hard one to prune. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that's like way easier to prune, right? Like if you're watching junk TV or gossiping with your friends over boozy brunch and you don't even like your friends. Stuff like that should be easy to clear up, easy to prune, right? Of course, if you like your friends, then don't prune that out at all. If you really love your friends, don't prune that out at all. I'm excited to see my friends. I'm going to Vegas in a few days. Ooh, I'm excited to see them. I miss them. They're lots of fun. They're awesome people. That kind of thing is fun, right? But if you don't want to hang out with your friends, then don't. Quote unquote friends. Maybe find new friends, right? All right, we got a call here, but it kind of sucks. Oh, man. If he checks, I'm going to shove, of course. Shoot. He shoved. Wrong draw. Wrong draw. I think they're supposed to check a lot in the opponent's shoes and then check call out because you want me to bluff with all my bluffs. And I'm going to have plenty, right? And if I have a flush, you're going to get stacked anyway. I have to go soon-ish. We'll be leaving in about 15 minutes or so. It's been a wonderful stream. Thanks to all of you for being here. Queen and queen. Here we go. I was just sitting here thinking, man, we haven't had a good hand for forever. Forever. A whole 30 minutes. We're so unlucky, don't you think? If he 3-bets, will of course 4-bet, but instead he just folds. That's sad. King 8 suited. That's almost as good as pocket queens. If you are here and you have not already, please click the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. I know it costs you nothing besides a click or two, but it does help the YouTube supercomputer know that people like me, at least some. I watch videos by this guy who makes videos about Star Wars, like 10-minute videos about Star Wars, called The Stupendous Wave. And he's been making videos for like years. It never occurred to me. I've never actually seen this guy. And he made a video the other day, like, oh, I'm finally going to go out in public and I'm going to a conference. This is what I look like. Come say hi. I'm like, oh, cool. Guy has a YouTube video that I know takes a lot of effort, that has millions of views. Nobody knows who the guy is. It's wild. And I guess there are people like that in poker and crypto and all that too. All right. I mean, I'm just going to bet. It's going to be hard to get paid by Annie here. Annie the Rock. But I don't really see a whole lot of money going to the pot if I don't bet myself. Look, I think I'm going to get a lot of folds here. I'm going to go 28 because I've been absolutely nuts when it comes to overbetting. flush over here and we're going to win for sure. They have nothing. Good, good. Okay. 8-7 suited I think is pretty good. The only problem here is we're going to get shoved sometimes, and that would be really bad. Not shoved, but re-raise sometimes. All right, what do we have here? Wait, what is this? What is happening? I don't know who re-raised. We do not have a double gut shot. We just have a gut shot, so we're going to check. If we had double gut shot, we could consider putting some money in. Terrible turn for us. I will not be trying to bluff at this one. Here, we really need a diamond to bluff multi-way. Not that we have all that many diamonds in our range, given it went 15, but we'll have a few. Maybe we're supposed to bluff this. I don't even know. All right, we have a flush draw on a board that should be very good for the opponent, but we have a nice hand to bet. Wow, we have a straight. We have a literal straight. We'll go 44. Yeah. I mean, look, everybody has nothing, right? We'll go 36. I think this will get called by some heroes with pairs. I think if we start going bigger, it's going to be hard to get called by heroes or pairs. Should you worry about the stability of USDT? I would venture to say no. If USDT fails, the whole crypto economy is going to fail at this point, I think. So, no, I don't think you need to worry about it. We do get called, which is great. I was worried about getting jammed by sixes, which would be a disaster. But I do think this is a very clear value bet spot. And even though there's flush available, even though they could have a boat, when it goes check, 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 we just have the best hand a ton and we need to go for value. There was a bit of a USDT scare a while back, but now they make so much money on a regular basis that I don't really see how they could possibly fail at this point. They're basically getting your money, holding it for 0 interest, and then making 5% or 7% a year off of it, and they have literally infinite money that they're holding. So yeah. OMG 8-7 suited under the gun EP. Oh yeah, I play 8-7 suited every time. Again, look, this is not financial advice or anything like that. I always recommend caution when it comes to all sorts of random investments or whatever. I'm not somebody who's going to tell you to put all your money into anything. There was a poker influencer a while back who told all of his fans to put all of their money into, I don't even know what it was, some exchange or something. And then the exchange failed. Who'd have thought? And then all that person's fans lost all their money. Then the guy's like, oh, you know, how could I have known? Not my fault. But I mean, you got to be careful when you're backing anything. I always tell people for like any online poker site, even CoinPoker, I'm sitting here playing on, keep the minimum amount required to play on it. CoinPoker makes it super easy because they just use crypto in and out. It costs like $5 to get money in and out of the thing, right? It's like almost nothing. And be careful with your money. And be cautious. You don't just want money sitting around for no reason. Do I have a streaming schedule? No. Get on the pokercoaching.com email list, and we will email you whenever I'm streaming, or just follow me on Twitter. We post on Twitter whenever I'm streaming as well. How do you suggest playing against people who limp a lot, and you play a lot of multi-way pots? Raise bigger. Limp along with hands that flop very well, and then raise big. And if everybody's still calling you, raise bigger. And then if everybody's still calling you, raise bigger. And make sure your raising range is very value heavy. Don't be raising too many bluffs. Raise almost entirely value hands. Thanks for the session. Valuable information. Glad to hear it. People should sign up for poker coaching right now. Good. Please. Yes. Thank you. You'll see me in the shorts. All right. We have lots of shorts on YouTube or Instagram or wherever those are. You would love to see a bankroll challenge. I did a bankroll challenge about... Well, I did it when I first started. I turned $50 into $350,000 over the course of 3 years. I didn't stream any of that, though. They didn't have streaming back then. Then I did another one where I turned $10 into like $3,000, but I got bored with that. No, I'm sorry. I turned $300 into $3,000, but I got bored with that. So I quit and nobody really cared. And there's literally a 0% chance I'm going to start playing micro stakes and try to turn no money into a lot of money because I've already done it multiple times. I don't need to do it again. Sorry. That's not in my future. It takes a lot of grinding to turn no money into a lot of money. And I've already done it. Happy to play games like this every once in a while, though. These are stakes where I'm going to win or lose $1,000 in a day. You know, it's something. It's stakes that hopefully won't hurt all of you too bad if you do poorly, if you're playing the game. So that's something. I think this size is nice. I don't think we need to do much bigger. I'm not like playing to try to crush all of you and win money and maximize my value or anything like that, right? But we can get the games running. You don't think the solver would approve of my 8-7 suited? Get real. All right, lead. I don't think there's a whole lot of leads in multi-way pots super deep stacked because you're going to run into queens and 5s and 3s sometimes. So you got to be careful leading multi-way, but whatever. I just have a clear call. I have nothing. He bets I'm going to fold. If he checks, I'm going to check because I beat some draws. But yeah, no more bankroll challenge for me. Sorry. God, it was so boring playing 5 cent, 10 cent back in the day. I'd be 4-tabling and I would only play like an hour a week, but man, I dreaded that hour a week. I don't want to do anything that I dread. I'm not going to do anything that I dread. How about that? You can't pay me enough to do stuff that I dread. And then I was doing it for $0 or $12 an hour or something out the door because nobody liked it. You probably tell I don't like it, and therefore I did poorly. But look, at the end of the day, like I said, attention is limited, and you have to make the content that you enjoy. Like making video blogs of live poker tournaments. I don't like doing that at all, personally. I just don't like it. I don't want to have to play a hand. Every time I play a hand, turn on my camera and pull out my thing and get another camera from the side and have a guy following me around and wanting to talk to me on the break about my bad beats that I just lost. No, I don't need that in my life. Thank you, though. Thank you. Not for me. I make content that I like to make that is not overly strenuous for me, which may sound like the easy way out. And to be fair, maybe I don't make the content that makes me the most money or something like that at the end of the day. But I'm doing my best to be happy over here. Public attention is like a weird thing, too. I mean, obviously, a lot of people know me, and I'm always happy to say hi. For everybody who sees me out in public, always say hi. Happy to say hi. I love meeting people. That's fine and good. But the last thing I want to do after I get unlucky in a poker tournament is talk to the camera, or worse, a person following me around with a camera about how I just got unlucky in the poker tournament. Nope, not for me. I'm going to check it back against 3 Bitcoin Maxi here, because if I bet the flop and he doesn't have an ace, he's always going to fold. I want Bitcoin Maxi to catch up with a pair or a draw or something. And now I can bet and hopefully get some money in. Is USDT safe? Again, I don't know. I'm not the expert at it. It has had some, call it quote-unquote, scares in the past. And I don't know. My answer is always to these things that I don't know is I don't know. By the way, any poker player out there who tells you they are fully aware of everything happening in the crypto space is an idiot. Okay? Or maybe they're sharp. Maybe they're sharp at crypto. Maybe, somehow, some way. But for the most part, oh my God, he got me. For the most part, poker players are very overly confident about stuff. Just look at them talk about politics, for example. You have people on both sides of the aisle going nuts as if they are definitively right. And maybe they are, maybe they aren't, whatever. But most of them are wrong. Halfway wrong, totally wrong, whatever. Same thing with crypto. A lot of people who are very passionate about these things are quite often totally clueless. And if they're totally clueless, you certainly don't want to listen to them. I'm trying to find the right word here. Am I wise enough? I'm wise enough to know I don't know a lot about a lot of things. And if I don't know a lot about something, I'm going to tell you. Have I researched USDT's, what's it even called? Their accounting? Like, no, of course I haven't. I only have a whopping $6,000, whatever it is, in my account in USDT. That's all I got. So no, I'm not worried. I'm not so concerned with USDT because it's not a big deal. But no, if the $6,000 I have here goes to zero because somehow USDT goes to crap, then sucks. But it's not the end of the world for me. And I hope it's not the end of the world for you too if it goes to zero. Maybe a flush. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket. They're expensive. LOL. What's with everybody buying all the eggs? Remember when they bought all the toilet paper a while back? That was funny. Now they're buying all the eggs. Eggs go bad, unlike toilet paper. We bet we get called. 3 maxi Bitcoin beat me in a pot. Now texting my head off. Finally beat me and finally beat the shark. Good game. I'm quitting. That's funny. No, I gotta go big, right? Not 1,260. Let's just go 16. Oh, this is bad. What happened here? Why is the pot so big? You must have 3-bet me. I don't know why, but I'm feeling a fold here. Great stake size for learning. Yeah, I don't want you all to get horribly crushed. I mean, I realize that we're not playing 5 cent, 10 cent where it's like a $10 thing, but at the same time, my attention's full. I don't really have any more room to put any more tables. So like, this is the most I can do. I mean, I'd be fine playing bigger if you all want to play bigger, but this just seems like a nice, friendly game, right? Also, I want people to play seriously. I don't want people to get in here and just donk it off and do dumb stuff, right? Last thing I want is for people to come here and just play stupid for the sake of playing stupid. And if you do, I want it to cost you. I don't want you to do it for $10 and you play stupid and you lose $100. You're like, haha, I'm the clown of the stream or whatever you think you are. No, thank you. We don't need that. I want people who are actually trying to play good poker so we can all work hard and learn how to play poker well. Queen 9 suited hand. What happened there? Yeah, he 3-bet preflop. I called. Check, bet, call. Check. He blasted on this board. I mean, maybe he could just have a lot of ace king, but I don't think ace king needs to bluff here because I have a lot of queens and jacks, right? Because I have a lot of queens and jacks. What is he doing? All right, Tony G's point. You got to post in the chat what you had. My only ask of the day. Justin keeps taking everybody's money. Indeed. That's how he does. Ace, queen, 3 ways. We have the queen of clubs. It's not a lot. I'm gonna take my time and check. Take my time and check my option. Did I check yet? All right, fold, 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 fold. You have brain damage watching the Lodge stream with 3 coin. What do you do? Don't let other people impact your brain. Something that happens to a lot of people is they see other people playing and they think that's normal, or they think that that's something they should care about. Like, whenever I'm playing a hand and people are like, how could this player do such a thing? I don't know who this 3 coin guy is, okay? I think he's loose and crazy. But how could this guy do such a thing? The answer is he's crazy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Fine, whatever. Who cares? Again, I'm not talking about 3Co, I'm talking people in general. Don't worry about other people. Certainly not taking strategy advice from other people at the table, right? Who's the fisherman? He's always against you. He's always against me too. All right, do we check or bet? The king. The king and the king. I mean, I'm tempted to check. I'm just going to bet, though. Obviously, this hand wants to bet, right? Three bet. Sure. We raise, get 3 by Justin. One more time to try to stack Justin. Buying eggs for resale is negative EV. Yes. Most people really, really, really need the eggs. One more time to try to stack Justin, and we got it! We got him! Call the 4-bet with the 10s. Don't really love that spot, but whatever. We got the gut shot, too. Please just check, Justin. I don't want to have to stack you. Really don't want to have to stack you. Man, nobody 4-bets in these games. Nobody 4-bets in these games. Gosh. Is he going to bluff ace, queen, ace, jack, queen, jack? Yeah, I mean, obviously. So, will he bluff clubs? Obviously, sometimes. Will he bluff random hand with an 8 or a 9? Probably. Oh, this feels bad. This feels so bad. He's going to tank and he's going to shove and I'm going to call. Thank goodness he checks. I don't need to bluff this. Just let me out of the pot. Full house. I was probably going to pay. Oh, it's hard to get called there, though, when you have all of it. All right, we'll fold this one. It's hard to get paid when you have all of it. I'm glad you guys got to wreck me right at the end of the day. I'm glad you all got to wreck me right at the end of the day. Not too bad to where I'd actually be sad about it. Just a little. Just a sprinkle of wreckage to end the session. All right, we'll sit out and get ready to deal with children. How do I do this? Sit out, next big blind. It's been a fun session. Did 3 Bitcoin Maxi get stacked, or did they just quit? No way they just quit. They just quit. Oh, gosh. Why lay down top pair and a flush on both tables? Did I lay down a flush? I don't know what you mean. If I folded a flush, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Queen 7. I don't even remember the hand, man. I wish I could remember these hands. The problem is that whenever I make the stream, we're on a 5-minute delay, right? And by the time 5 minutes happens between now and then, I have totally forgotten whatever we were talking about. It is totally gone from my head. I need the whole hand history typed out for me. Otherwise, there is no chance I'm going to remember that whatsoever. Oh, goodness. Thanks to all of you for being here today. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. Without all of you, I would not be here today. Thanks to all my friends who showed up. It's always cool to know you all are hanging out with me. My friend Chris even beat me in the first poker pot ever. We've only played about 15 sessions together, so it's good that he finally won a pot. And he made a flush. And it was my fault, too. I could have just bet the flop and won the hand. Instead, I got tricky and tried to win more money, and I got greedy. By the way, greed is a heck of a trait. I think I probably naturally err towards a little bit greedy. Most poker players probably do. You always want more. You're always trying to get more. You're always aspiring for more. But you have to make sure it does not become a fault, right? Like being motivated and trying for more is great, but to an extent. I got greedy in that hand and it cost me anyway. That's fun. If you are new to the YouTube channel, Twitch channel, whatever, click the like and subscribe button before we pack it up today. If you want to get some money on CoinPoker, we're giving away $2,000 tomorrow. 2,000. 2 with 3 zeros behind it to my community. We have done that every week for the last 6 months. Money's just coming straight out of CoinPoker into my followers' accounts. Man, big 3-bet out of position. I'm so annoyed we got to fold. We got to fold there against the big 3-bet. So annoying. So annoying. So anyway, check it out, pokercoaching.com/freeroll. If you want to play on CoinPoker, go to pokercoaching.com/freeroll and sign up. You'll get their best deposit bonus. You will get their best rake back. And you'll get access to the free rolls and whatever other stuff we do with CoinPoker. So definitely check that out. Justin says, good game and thanks for the stream. Good game and thanks for the stream, everyone. If you see me in Vegas over the next 3 weeks or so, say hi. Hope you all run hot in everything you do in life. Hope you get all your work done, all your happiness in. Work on improving your mental and physical well-being. I hope you all progress. Progression is hard. I know progression is hard. I work hard on progression all the time, and I still feel like I'm not really progressing all that much. And I'm sure people who don't work as hard as I do at it feel way worse. Or maybe they don't feel anything. Maybe they don't care. But I know it's hard, but stick to it. Keep the faith. And good things will come. I am quite certain of it. How am I doing right now? I'm doing great. Is there a delay so people don't see my cards? Yes. How am I doing right now? I believe I started with $4,000 in my account today. We currently have 4,550. So we're up 450 bucks today. We're up 1,000 last week. We were down 700 week before. It means we're up 700. 7 buy-ins over the course of 7 hours. 7 buy-ins in 7 hours. A buy in an hour. It's pretty good. I'll take it. Hate I'm taking it off all my fans. You guys got to get better at poker. I have a website for that. Check out pokercoaching.com. Check out peakgto.com. We have a GTO trainer. I'm just trying to do what the trainer says a lot of the time. I know I'm playing ranges that are slightly too loose, but beyond that, I'm mainly just trying to do whatever the range or whatever the trainer says. So check that out at peakgto.com. Here's a challenge for all of you if you're still here. Go grind on Peak GTO for the next week or so. And then when we have our next stream, I bet you're going to be way better. Way, way, way better. I mean, I grind away on the trainer a lot, and I know I'm a whole lot better since when I started it and today. Even, so we're doing this new thing on Peak GTO. I think we're releasing it this week, where I and Justin play like 25 hands against the solver. And we see how we do, how much EV we lose. You're never going to make EV against the perfect opponent, but you will lose EV. And we both lose a minimal amount of EV. But in some of these spots that are a little bit weird, the first time I play it, I'm not very good. And the second time I play it, I'm not very good. And then the 50th time I play it, I'm pretty excellent. Getting in there, training with the solver. And then on top of that, like looking at some spots where maybe you get the spot wrong and you think about, is this actually wrong against the population I'm playing against? That goes a really, really long way to getting you really good at poker quickly. And I would definitely recommend all of you do that between now and the next time we have our cash games. So check it out at peakgto.com. We also have drills of the day every day. We may have to slow this down every day. Every day is a lot. Every day we have posted, since we launched Peak GTO, Justin or I or one of the other poker coaching coaches has posted a hand, or like not a hand, but like a spot that we played, and we talk about how to play your range on every betting round. And it seems like a lot of you are enjoying that, so that makes me happy. All right, I'm done. Good luck in your games. Have fun. Thanks again to each and every one of you. I'll talk to all of you next time. Bye-bye.